If we mess this rebuild up, this engine is scrap. Last episode, we took the head off this Clio after a skip timing, and somehow we're still trying to save it.
Dave has had the head of his. He has installed all the new valves. He has lapped them in. As of now, I am just pulling the old valve stem oil seals off. There is a proper tool for it. There is. But we don't. We just use a pair of pliers. It's just the way it is. You get your pliers in and give it a good... Oh, there we go. Pliers on it. Give it a twist. And it comes off just like that. So Dave is in and out. You'll hear him. He's...
I'm doing the dirty job.
We decided to clean all the parts as best we could. Big, massive tub of degreaser. Everything's, clean as good as it needs to be. Take all these off, and then I'll show you how we put them back on. All the old oil seals are off. And as you can see, Dave did a lovely job sat on the couch, cleaning the valves up.
It's about 2 or 3 hours, that.
Yeah. As you can see, that's exactly what we're looking for, is that nice lapped-in ring all the way around. And that corresponds with our seat.
A little bit of good news.
A little bit of good news. Oh, go on. Oh, you found it.
We only had 7 of these and there should be 8.
We lost the head bolt washer. Where was it?
Under the car. Maybe said, yeah.
Yeah. That one looks like it could do with a little bit more. Play's good. So what we're doing there is we're checking for excess play in the valve guide. You will feel a little tiny bit. And not to mention, it is an old engine now. The exhausts have come up lovely, haven't they? The exhaust valves.
Yeah. Well, they're all new, aren't they?
No, I mean, the seats have come out absolutely fantastic on the exhaust. Did you just get blinded by the light, Dave?
Yeah, I'd like to sing the song, but they say don't put too much PO on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise it gets inside the working parts of the engine. Look how the French have done it, like straight from the factory.
Did the French just use all the goo?
Just loads all hanging off on the inside of the engine.
All the goo! Well, it didn't leak.
No.
A little touch up. The lap and paste, just a fine one. That has took that mark away dead well, that Dave, so now's the fun bit. New valve stem oil seals going on. We went on eBay and we wanted everything. And when I say everything, I mean we wanted everything, didn't we?
Yeah.
We actually found a kit that had the head gaskets, the seals, inlet gaskets, turbo gaskets, usual top end gasket set. It also had the timing chain kit in it. It also had head bolts. It also had your sealant. And it also had the new valves. We didn't have to buy them separate.
Very good kit.
And when I say it was cheap, it was ridiculously cheap, wasn't it, Dave? For what you got. Just over £300, wasn't it?
Yeah, 310, 320, something like that.
So all I need to do now is actually find the bits I need. Video. Doing this. I've got to open this. So now, once again, this is not the correct way to do it. You can actually buy a little tool. A valve stem oil seal installation tool, Dave. What I find nice is just find a nice socket, sits over and hits the metal. You're just going to give it a little tap in onto the valve stem. They're not hard to go on. That's why you put them in a little bit of oil just to help. And put them in a jar where you can actually get your fingers in. Oh, nice. Over the valve. Hide or something soft. Wand up. Always, refreshments. Dave, compressor's charged.
Coming.
So as me and Dave said, you can put them in with a socket hammer, and it does work. But Dave bought the best tool ever off Amazon.
For £17, it's not worth the struggling.
No. So for £17, you get your pair of pliers, pulling your collet, valve stem oil seals off, and you slide it in, firm tug. Look at that. And then with all these little bits, what did we figure out, Dave? 5.5?
5.
5, smallest one. Screws together.
Seals in oil down there, you can't quite see that, I think.
Seals are in a little bit of oil just to lube them up. Over your pilot. They're sat nice. And all you do is you put your pilot inside your valve guide. Give it a tap. Till the noise changes. And it's done. Voila. Valve stem oil seal swapped. And now we can put the valve back in, a little bit of oil on the back. Lovely. So as I said, the rest of it's all built up now from what we said the other day, laying it all out so you know where everything goes. Valve spring with your top hat, straight in. As with any job, put it back together is, Dave,
reversal of assembly.
Yeah. It's never quite that simple, but the world's worst invention, a collet. A little bit of grease just to hold it on your screwdriver or pick, and there is no actual way of describing how to do this other than just try and get it back on. Oh no, Dave.
Is this one going to be a fighter?
Yeah. Oh, 1-0.
It's one of them jobs they ever go on first time and it's dead easy. Or do you do this one, point you? I'll let Dave normally handle this job because he's used to a little collet.
Ha 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 ha. And then you'll see there when it releases, nice and square. There's the gap there between the two collets. That's the other joint that side. So they're seated nicely. Oil the follower, the bucket, whatever you want to call it. Lube it up nicely.
Bit of assembly lube, what's like Lion's treacle syrup.
Oh, but don't drink it.
Yeah, doesn't taste like Lion's treacle syrup.
Oh no. And that is all the valves and everything back in that head. Valve stem oil seals are in. Dave has cleaned the sump off. He's got all the crud off that. Where did you put the sump, Dave?
It's over here.
It's out here.
That took a very long time.
Yeah, it did, but you know, lovely. All the excess is off now. So he's cleaned it up good and proper, so that's ready.
Thought I'd save you the dirty job and let you get a clean job.
So we're just cleaning the face of the block off and making sure there's no gaskets on the top of that. Shiny. So that's all nice and clean, ready for taking the gaskets. Get ready to start build up, really.
Yeah.
The head's on. We put the bolts in loosely. Now we have got our torque specs for the head bolts. So we've got our torque pattern for the bolts. As you can see there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're torque to yield bolts, aren't they, Dave?
Yep.
So we've got a stage 1, stage 2, and a stage 3. So let's crack on.
So when you turn your, if you've got electronic type torque wrench, just turn them on, make sure they don't flack around. Let them sit still for a second and it'll automatic calibration. And I've already set this 25 Newton meters, so it's ready to go.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Excellent.
So these are great for doing torque and angle, but I don't like the fact they don't click. It's the only thing I don't like now, these electronic ones.
Do you want me to make the noise?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just be careful. It's fine.
So one is there. These have like a traffic light system on them. You'll see it, it'll light up. Or you can count it on the screen.
Click. You happy? So, there you go. You set that back up now. Stage 1, 25. Stage 2, 135 degrees. And it's the same order, repeated again. Wait for the beep.
As I always like to print these out as well. And just keep it to hand so you can always reference it, so it's just really easy.
Do you know what my preference is?
Go in the pub.
Not doing it in the first place.
Yeah,
Don't break it, don't have to fix it. There we go, that's 135.
and then same again.
The same again, okay. So back round. Off we go again. So that's that done now. So that's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Done. So now the head's on. Obviously, next steps is start building the head up, put the cams in and everything. One cam has a standard sprocket on the end that we've got to swap because the new kit comes with a lovely shiny new one. Before everyone starts whinging, it's okay in the vise. It's on a pair of flats that you use when you want to turn the cam. As I said, we've got this kit all included with everything. Sprockets, pulleys, bolts, chain, pre-lube for fast fit. That chain not so much.
So what's the point?
Dave's going to swap that sprocket. Did it come off?
Nope. It's going to turn the cam. Camera's going to pop off.
Oh.
So that's what I thought. I was like,
Oh.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Big spanner.
Big spanner it is. And by that I don't mean you. Just to also let you know as well. Do you notice you're very loud and then also when you speak to the camera you're very quiet?
No. Go on. I'm not very loud.
People make fun of my safety hat.
You know what? I was rushing to get out the house.
Crocs.
I know. I was in a rush to get out the house.
Engine rebuild Crocs.
And I completely forgot. And it wasn't until I got here I was like, oh well.
You're not going to be able to hold that.
Let's give it a go. 17 newton meters.
You ready?
Yeah. Nope.
I did tell you. There we go. Don't know what you're worried about. Little keyway just there. So idiots like us can't even put it on the wrong way. Marks line up. Lovely. That's great. Lovely. What are we doing? 75?
78.
Hold on for your life. Wait for the noise. Oh. Excellent. We took the oil pump off. Little chain that goes across the crank to the oil pump. And the sprocket's removed. And we've now timed the block. Now with this engine, it's just keyway. Straight up, 12 o'clock, in line with the engine.
And me jugs decided to take this moment in life to not be a jug anymore.
Oh, hear that, Dave. So as we said in the very first episode, when you take stuff up, lay it out, mark it out, so you can put it back on, and you know where it goes. And that goes there, that goes there, goes there.
What's that?
Yeah, surprisingly, a lot of people seem to think camshaft caps are mega tight. They're not at all.
Don't be old, your 10's out somewhere. They're going to be 8s.
I did say that. Same as doing head bolts. When you're tightening the caps down on the camshafts, there is a little diagram and a way in which to do them. As the same with the head bolts, Dave's just loosely tightening the bolts down for each part.
As I would, Dave was talking about the spiral before. It's very similar again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, it's just...
Yeah. Right, and then it is 13, 14, 15. Camera's done. It's that time now. Chain is in, everything's torqued up nicely. There's the top there, chain coming down. I'll show you coming down here. There's the rest of the chain at the bottom. So now it's time to unplug the exploding pin. No going back. Oh, it's kind of an anticlimax, that Dave. Lovely intention, timer marks where they need to be. Everything's all lined up. And that's that. This small piece of aluminium has got to go in that small piece of engine bay.
You've got to be very, very careful you don't smudge the shmoo.
Don't want no shmoo smudged.
No shmoo smudge. So Dave's going to go underneath.
Oh, my knee.
Fuel lines, cam pulleys. There's some dowels.
Oh, yeah.
Shmoo smudge. Now what we'll do is just make sure we get the bolts in and get it torqued up following the sequence.
So Dave being as usual, forgot that we actually marked all the bolts up. Like he said to mark up. We found them. The only thing is now, Dave, in all fairness, you were actually the one that took them out.
Yes, but they're all in shape.
I know they are. So I'll let you do them and I'll carry on threading underneath. Dave number 2's going down. You know what I think, Gav? Monster. I should really take out shares in that company.
Other energy drinks are available, people.
And advertised in there. Steady.
For now.
Helps if he gives me the torque wrench the right way.
Yeah, you don't want to loosen it.
6 and 7.
6, 7. Do you reckon he gets that?
No.
We're ratcheting, boys, we're ratcheting. That's them two, Dave, on the left. Are you cold, Doyle?
I'm old.
Join us next week when we see if the Clio actually starts.